Most people don't know what middle housing is. And so I want to visualize this whole scenario by comparing it to the movie Gremlins. Now, in the movie, Gizmo, the cute little entity with a little fuzzy creature with big eyes, but after ignoring the instructions on handling him, he multiplies into hundreds of gremlins and eventually turns into the chaos-causing, mischievous, destructive, and murdering gremlins that were led by Stripe. Now, what were the three things for the gremlin that you had to remember? One, keep him out of the light. Don't get him wet, and don't feed him after midnight. Now, just like in the movie, Gizmo started out cute, but ended up something nobody wanted. I believe this movie is a perfect analogy of what's going on with this new term middle housing, with how it's being presented to the public. Everybody knows the term multifamily, and we know that multifamily means rentals. So if planners were to tell homeowners in Washington neighborhoods that no density minimums were going to be allowed, along with everything being permitted would be multifamily and only rentals going forward, it would be pitchforks and torches. The state and city planners set in motion a three-phase plan designed to confuse, distract, and lie to everybody about what's going on. Let's talk about keeping them out of the light, or keeping everybody in the dark. Rebranding the multifamily middle housing is being presented as nice, fuzzy, big-eyed creature with little ears. Here's middle housing. Look, it's a new type of housing you've never heard of or seen. It's like a little gremlin, the little fuzzy one. You don't know what to think about it, but the policymakers are making it warm and fuzzy, saying more affordable than a single-family home. The policy and planners, they're distracting the public while not fully disclosing the fact that these styles are not new. They cannot be sold individually. And in order for it to work, they need to hide the economic damage they're about to cause. Middle housing has been, will always be, multifamily rentals. When policymakers started to introduce what middle housing was, this is direct from the city of Bellingham, middle housing includes duplexes, triplexes, townhomes, and shared courtyard housing, among others. These housing types represent a wider range of housing styles, sizes, and price points, and are generally considered to be more affordable than traditional single-family homes, unquote. Now, focus on that last part because it's important. First, there isn't anything new about middle housing. There isn't a single type of housing that's included in the term that isn't already included in multifamily zoning or its use. Not a single one. It's a modern-day destructive policy Trojan horse to inject multifamily rentals into traditional single-family zoning with the sole purpose of increasing revenue for cities and states at the expense of unsuspecting homeowners. Continuing on, the next phase is that they all have to make the gremlin wet, and that's going to be getting rid of all the nasty single-family zoning and their low density in order to make room for the unlimited density of multifamily rentals.